So, a big piece of partnerships is reciprocal partnerships, where you send leads to your partners, you receive leads back. And a big piece of this in the partnership world is tracking those leads. And so, you want to know, like, are they actually good leads that we're sending? And the problem I was running into at ThoroughPass was that we were sending leads to our partners, but then it kind of just went into a black hole. And we didn't know what was happening with them, if our partners were actually able to secure contracts from them, if we were sending good leads, and we really wanted to close the loop on that. So I designed a process to automate that exchange and make it a better experience for our partners, for our internal teams, our CSMs who were drumming up these leads, and also ultimately the end customer who was going to benefit from these interactions. Couple key things is our system of record is Salesforce. So everything was based off of Salesforce. You know, I'm an Airtable nerd and everything flows into Airtable because that's where partners can see everything. And so we wanted the system of record in Salesforce, but then we wanted partners to be able to see what was going on in Airtable. But then I also pulled in Slack because by pulling in a Slack layer, I could pull in the CSMs and make sure we were increasing communication between CSMs and the partners. So those are kind of the three major routes. There's going to be email communication in there too, but Salesforce and Airtable are really going to be the driving forces here. So the way it works for us is the partnership team would get a Slack, and that would typically come in through a channel, and we have a I need a partner channel, and it would come in through there. If I would get to specific requests in a DM, I would push it to the channel. That way we have full visibility, but we would get an ask here. And then once I decide which partner we're going to send that lead to, I'm going to create a partner connect record. And that is a custom object inside of Salesforce for where we track these interactions. So what that partner connect is saying, I'm introducing this partner to this potential customer. So it's relating the partner to the end customer. And at this point, it's just asking the partner, are you interested? So I'm going to tell them, here's the situation, what they're looking for. Are you interested in working with them? When I create that record, it's going to update a report, which is automatically synced to Airtable. Now, that auto sync to Airtable is going to a Partner Connect report. It's going to be like, oh, we have a new row. Well, that's great. We have a new row. And so it's going to trigger a couple different things here. The first thing it's going to do is the new row is going to make sure we link in the partner that we assigned it to and all the partner information. We're going to link in the owner of the account, probably the CSM, or it could be a account executive if it's a prospect and not a current customer. And once we have that information, it is going to divvy it out to the partner team so that we know who is the owner on the partnership team and who should be the one sending that email to the partner. So this is where I customize for our team. If I'm going to draft the email, I want that email to come from that specific owner on the partner team. So we basically found out, oh, Rochelle's the one who owns this partner relationship. Well, this introduction email should come from Rochelle. So that's essentially what I'm doing here is that we're finding out who owns this partner relationship. Oh, it's Rochelle. Great, we're going to send it. Now, I do have a caveat in here that if the partner owner is out of the office, so let's say I'm out of the office, it's going to default back to our main partnership team channel and say, somebody send this email because obviously we don't want it just sitting in a draft status in Rochelle's inbox. And this partner email is going to look something like this. It's going to say, hey, we have this customer who's looking for help. Do you want an introduction? Are you interested? So I'm asking for permission. Now, this is custom to ThoroughPass just because maybe sometimes it's not a good fit based on what frameworks or what specific things they're looking for. And this is AI drafted based on the information that I put in this original Partner Connect object. And the partner is going to reply and they're going to say, yes, I'm interested or no, I'm not. And if they say nope, then I'm going to go into that Partner Connect object and I'm going to close lost it. I'm going to say nope, no longer interested. I'm going to shut down the flow. Okay, we don't need it anymore. But most of the time they're going to say yes, I'm interested. So I'm going to change the status to introduced. And when I change the status to introduce, it's going to run another flow that's very similar. It's going to say, hey, the record changed to introduce. That's great. That means we need to draft another email. Again, it's going to do the same thing. Find the partner owner, draft another email specific to that partner owner. But if that owner isn't there, then we're going to fall back to posting in the group chat just in case. And then it's going to draft another email. Now, this time when it drafts the email, the cool thing about this email is it's very specific. I can pull in partner information. And this time I am sending the email not only to the partner, but this is where I'm bridging the gap between the partner and the customer success manager. And I'm saying, hey, partner, I want you to meet the customer success manager, and customer success manager, I want you to meet the partner. And here's the problem we're trying to solve. Here's information about the partner, and it's an AI generated blurb based on their website. And run with it. Let's see if it's a good fit for you to introduce them to the end customer. So I'm essentially bridging the partner and the CSM together to say, here you go. You asked for help for your customer. Let's connect them together. Now, the one thing I like about AI automation fields in Airtable is it could draft that blurb for the partner and then they look at it and I guess it's kind of ugly. Can we change this? And I'm like, yeah, sure, we can override it. It's totally fine. But it'll blend it together, which is really cool for this email. And one of my philosophies, is I always want to create drafts. I do not want to do an automatic send because let's say I look at it and we're like, oh, that AI was not very good. Let's fix it. So I always want that human in the loop before I hit send. And I'm going to do that introduction. Now, when I send this over, I have created that partner connect. I have done that introduction, but this is where we go back up to the big flow up here. We go back up to that follow-up date. So that next follow-up date, every partner connect has a next follow-up date, and it's really, really important because it's going to auto reset based on a script. So every time I make a change on my side, it's going to auto reset to add, I think I have it set to like 15 business days or something. And of course, I had ChatGPT write the script because I don't know how to script, but it does it for me. I have it reset to that, but I also have it to where I have an automation set in Airtable that when that next follow-up date is today, it's going to be part of my workload ease flow where it's going to say, hey, you need to follow up with a partner and ask them, how's this partner connect going? What's going on with it? And so it's going to ask me to follow up with the partner. Now, that's because it works for my flow. But if you just want a reminder to say, hey, follow up with the partner, that works too. So what you could originally, I just had it to where it automatically sent it to the partner. It said, hey, we sent you this lead on this date. You asked us to update, or we should update on this date, which is today. What's going on with it? And the what's going on with it is just a link. It says, tell me what's going on. And the link pulls up a form. It's an Airtable form that looks like this. And so I send him an email saying, hey, this is a partner connect, or this is a lead we've sent your way. They don't know the name of a partner connect. Can you tell me what's going on with this link here? They click on the link and they're like, what's going on? And it says like, what's the next follow-up date? When do you want us to check in again? And so they set when we want to follow up again, or if they think it's dead, they don't think it's going to go anywhere, they can close it out. If they win the contract, they can change the status. And the best part about this is it will automatically tag the either CSM or the owner of that account, if it's a AE or a CSM. And so it increases the communication across the board. So if let's say the CSM like they lost it and they never replied, the partner could say, "Hey, CSM never replied. I never met with the end customer," which unfortunately happens a lot in our world. And so the CSM gets flagged in our channel and is like, "Hey, I never met," and I can talk to him and be like, "Hey, can we push on this? Can we actually go?" And so we really increase communication across the board. So this was a flow that we built out that from the partner perspective. So obviously this is really big, right? This is a flow that seems kind of intense. When I think about it from like an interaction perspective, me as the partner manager, I get pinged in a Slack channel of, "Hey, we need a partner." I find who the right partner is. I create the record. Partner says, "Yes, I want it." I change the status of the record, make sure those email drafts look good, and I hit send. And then from there, I get pinged when I'm supposed to follow up on it. I send that draft that's already made for me to follow up on it. And then I just keep an eye on it and I monitor. So all of the hard work is already done for me and it's put right in front of me when I want it, which is really great. From the CSM perspective, it's my customer needs help. And so I am going to ask for help, and the partner manager is going to take care of it. I'm going to get looped in at the appropriate time, and I'm going to connect the partner to my customer, and then I'm going to get updates from the partner and probably updates from my customer on how that interaction is going. So I'm going to be constantly updated, which is great. And if I drop something, I'm going to get pinged on it, which is also helpful. From the partner perspective, it's I'm expecting leads from ThoroughPass. I'm going to get emailed asking if I want that lead. I'm going to respond to it. I'm going to get introduced to the CSM, and then I'm going to be asked for updates on those leads. So I know ThoroughPass is paying attention to it and staying on top of it. And when I respond to it, I know action's going to be taken on it. And I can decide when I want to stop following one if I think it's dead, or when I want to continue following one and when I want followed up on again. And so I have more ownership of that. And so it really increases the communication and the transparency across the board. So that is the overall flow for my Partner Connect or tracking leads that you would send to a partner. And again, we use Salesforce, we use Airtable. There's some Zapier in there for some automation flows. And then we also have, of course, Gmail and Slack are the tools that I used.